We are live.
We go for 10 on TLRY.
All right. So we're watching a couple different stocks today. Right now we're watching TORY, LPI. That's on the 1 day, please. All right. So no gappers, no crazy gappers. TORY and S. These are. Oops. What was this one? SLCA. That was a solid. All right. So these are the four we're definitely looking at the most right now today. Um, I'm just gonna make a new watch list. Create best today. Add symbol. TRY. Add symbol. SLCA. Add symbol. Um, SSC and LPI. All right. So got my coffee ready to go. So if we look at the account here, we can see my open account. It starts with 14,000. All right. So we're about 15 minutes to the bell. I'm going to throw on Ross from Warrior Trades. We're going to be able to watch his um, pre-market scanner. It might throw a couple more stocks on our watch list for the day. So let's head over to YouTube, and I'll let you guys listen in. We'll just hang out and have him in the background. All right, so we're heading to YouTube now, and he has been live for 5 minutes.
Let's look at
I would say it's
GLPG.
one to keep an eye
Let's
on.
look at
I would say it's one
GLPG.
to keep an
There
eye
might be
on.
Let's look
some
at
I would
that.
say
A
volatility.
little bit
I
too expensive
couldn't
to me, and
trade
it
it for a
looks like
gap
an
and go because the
acquisition of
volume
some
is way
sort.
too
Maybe a
light.
split.
But Maybe the bell rings and it starts to take off, and I could buy the first pullback or something like that. The next one down, GLPG is too expensive at $120. Next one down, ACST. This one is too cheap at 66 cents. Next one down is CAPR, $1.32 with a 27 million share float and 1,100 shares of pre-market volume.
I like CPR.
I'll take a look at this one. It's not my favorite price range. It's a little on the cheaper side.
Why is the
Pre-market
stock
chart's okay. It has a 200 moving average at 46. So we're kind of
short
coming up
partisan club
into
Blue
that
Cross and
level.
Therapeutics?
This is
Axis
one of
on
those
British
times where I
Team.
like to see a stock has a lot of room to move
Comprise
up to the 200
affirms
if it's below
invest
it. And in this case, it's going to have like 15
investigational
cents.
therapy.
Now, having said that, the first half hour of the day is the time where a stock is most likely to have the potential and the volume to break that level. I don't see any news headline here on Lightspeed or on eSignal, so I'm not sure. That one right now I'd say is a maybe. All right, so what I'm going to do for you guys here, so I have
All right, so we're just watching
those of you
Ross.
watching
We're
on
listening to him.
in the chat room or
I can probably
on
share my
YouTube.
screen.
The way this is set up right now, I've got I'm on my traveling trading station. So one laptop screen, my main laptop screen, and then two of the USB monitors, one on either side. The one on the left has what I'm screen sharing up here on this monitor and to everyone in the chat room, scanners and one chart. The screen on the right has this layout here. So this is where I'll put up basically the other, I'll have one stock on the left and then two on the right that I'm kind of watching. This has CVM from yesterday. It's just still up there. We remember CVM had popped up yesterday to 4 and then dropped down to 350, but then it was grinding back up, ended up, kind of getting back up towards 4. The daily chart is kind of a flag pattern. It's a possibility. We would look at this on the one hand as being bearish because the stock dropped down right here, but on the other hand being bullish because it got bought right back up. So those bottoming tails, that doji with the bottoming tail, yes, a doji is a candle of indecision, but the fact that it did get bought back up is a sign of strength. So I would still keep the $4 spot on watch. If it can break over that, 450 is a daily, would be the next daily resistance point. This one is, of course, above the 200 moving average, which is great. It's has shown a potential to make big moves over the last few weeks, so maybe one to keep an eye on. But again, without a catalyst today, it's purely a technical breakout. I'm not sure that we're in a market where technical breakouts by themselves are going to be enough.
Just chilling.
All right, so
Ross.
let's
Talk
see.
about
So
gappers.
that's CVM.
CVM's
So
not
I
that
think I'll
great.
probably replace this stock with one of the ones on the gap scan. Maybe I'll put ADIL here and CAPR here. So I'll back these out. Now, remember, guys, and I'll ask you this question. So let's say, let's say ADIL is the one that gets volume. All right, so let's just say it does. Okay, so we know the pre-market high on this is 335. All right, so on this, I've got my light speed window here. Let's see. Let me just drag this up. Okay. So I'm going to type in ADIL. All right, so those of you guys that are trading the sim, we've got our level 2 window. We type in the stock, right? And then what I'm going to do is in the order entry window, I'm going to prepare my order. So it's ready to go. All right, now the order's right now at 3. I would move that up to, let's say, 350. And I don't know that, like I said, this one's going to be the one that takes off, but I'll just put the order up there, 350. So now the order is ready to go. So we already mentally know pre-market high is 335. We keep that in our mind. 350, it's a $0.50, that's fine. And I didn't want to buy this one based on the break the pre-market highs because it doesn't have enough volume anyways. So I'm just going to keep it on watch. But when I mean keep it on watch, what am I really going to be looking at? What are my eyes going to be focused on? Who knows? Level 2, time and sales, right? So this right here is what I'm staring at. Now, I was talking yesterday with John L10. He's up here sitting beside me. We were talking about, kind of the most important things for being a successful trader. Um, what surprises me is that he's a successful trader trading the small cap scalp strategy. However, he's using thinkorswim. That to me doesn't seem like, you know, that's not something I would do, but it works for him. He's been doing it for a long time. So he's a successful trader using sort of a maybe what I would call less than optimal tool for this strategy. And so I said, you know, what do you focus on when you're in the trade? Level two. He said, level two. I'm watching the level two. He said, I'm really good at reading level two and time and sales. He uses the chart, but for the most part, the chart is how you establish, you know, where are resistance points, what's the potential, and then from that point forward, what I'm staring at while I'm trading is this right here. This is what I'm looking at, the ask and the time and sales. So if I all of a sudden see this whole time and sales
Right here.
lit up in green, that tells me boom, 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 lots of people are buying. That's what I look for to be a buyer. So, you know, let's say I see that at 35 and it pops up to 40 and 45 and 50. I'm seeing tons of green. Maybe then I take a starter at the $0.50, right? We take a starter at 350. My stop is going to be 10 cents. I asked John, what's your max loss? He said 30 cents, hard stop. No questions about it. You guys know that he's pretty good at keeping tight stops. So, you know, I try to keep 10-cent mental stop in most of these trades, but sometimes 20 or 30 cents happens. So I jump in. I want to see it squeeze up. I want to continue to see the green, the green, the green. As soon as I start to see the red on the time and sales, that's the point where I might say, okay, I'm going to sell half. I'm going to lock up a little profit and sell half. So I was talking, I had mentor sessions yesterday with a number of students, you know, back to back. And one of the students was telling me that when he's in a trade, he's staring at the candlestick. So he's watching the candlestick, you know, going from red to
That.
green, going up and down and up
Listen
and
here.
down. And you know, right away, I was like, okay, you know, it's you see something that's not quite right. You got to be focused on the time and sales. You're not looking at the right thing. The candlestick is moving based on what's happening on the level two in the time and sales. So cut out the middleman and go straight to, you know, where you're going to see that
That's how
flow.
you're going to get
You
the
know, where you're going
optimal
to see those
fills,
buyers coming in.
optimal
Now, certainly
executions,
for a strategy
less
that's
slippage.
not small cap scalping, you may focus entirely on the candlesticks and almost
Wow,
not
it
at
gapped
all
up
on
like
level
two
two.
bucks.
For something like what Arch is doing, you know, trading options, Jeff swing trading, there may not be really a lot of emphasis on level two, right? When you're holding something for days, it doesn't matter. But when you're holding something for 10 seconds, 15 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, that's where level two becomes really important. So I know a lot of you guys will say that my strategy is fast, and it is. For me, when I started trading, I was very afraid of losing money. I was very risk adverse. And the best way for me to reduce my risk was to hold stocks for as little time as possible. From the moment I'm in full size until I sell half, that's when I'm the most uncomfortable trading. And of course, we have to learn to be, you know, condition ourselves to experience some level of discomfort and not just give in. But, you know, for me, it was really important just to get in, get my profit, and get right back out. So that's why I developed this scalping strategy. It's absolutely a reflection of my personality, my sort of, you know, fear of loss and that type of thing. Mike's strategy, he has he has a fear of loss, and it manifests itself in terms of hesitation. So taking 3,000 or 6,000 shares of one of these stocks, you know, in a matter of seconds, you could be up 1,800 bucks or down 1,800 bucks. And that was too much stress for him. He would hesitate, miss the opportunity. And so his strategy is a reflection of his personality. He'd rather trade, especially the reversals. There, you know, you can watch it as it comes up to that level or comes down to that level. You have more time to analyze it. So, you know, each of you in the room, of course, you have your own personalities, and you'll find that your trading strategy will be a reflection of that. Now, I think to a certain extent, it's important to learn a strategy that is proven to be profitable. But if you're very risk adverse, you know, and you hesitate, then what I'm doing may be difficult. On the other hand, if you're afraid of, you know, sitting for 20, 30 minutes holding a stock, you may have a hard time trading Mike's strategy. If you don't like holding stocks overnight, you're obviously not going to swing trade. So, you know, again, it's kind of that process of finding what works for you, but at the same time, not reinventing the wheel. I mean, trying to work from a strategy that is proven to be successful. So, anyways, ADIL, this one, you know, it's a maybe. Like I said, I don't have the highest hopes for it. It's just a possibility. In the last couple minutes, I haven't seen anything else hit that scanner or a pop-up on the gap scanner that looks really good. So kind of sitting tight there. Let's see. John, do you see anything in particular?
What I'm noticing is there's a lot of potential, but lack of volume
Okay.
from the summer. So
Right.
it could help when the tide turns and all of a sudden there's interest,
Hmm.
but we don't know that yet.
Right. So for those that didn't hear, he said he sees that there's a lot of potential, right, from the volatility that we've had, but without real volume, it's going to be, it's hard to know. So something like ADIL, does it have potential? Yeah, it has potential, but it needs the volume to come in. So yeah, I mean that sounds about right. So we're sitting here with about 4 minutes to the bell. Okay, so the goal for everyone today trading, whether you're trading with real money or trading in the sim, is to be a profitable trader. If you're a break-even trader, you don't take any trades. That's okay today also. So I don't trade with the intention of losing money. I'm only going to take a trade today if I think I can make money, if I see something that really looks good. And I want you guys who trade certainly my strategy to be very focused on when you have that 10 cents, take a little bit of that off the
Alrighty,
table, take a
guys.
little profit, adjust your stop to break even. I don't know if we'll see something that's as fast of a mover as what we've seen in the last couple days. We had one yesterday that popped up very
So we
quickly.
got four
Big
minutes to the bell.
opportunity. You had to jump on it. For
I'm
me,
pretty
that
happy with all the
process
stocks
of
I've got so far.
seeing a stock on the scanner, the
Got
first
my
thing you're going to
coffee,
look
got my
at is which
water.
scan is it
Feeling
hitting on
good.
the high day Momo scanner. Is it my super massive volume low float scan? Okay, what is the actual float? Is it 9 million shares or is it 1 million shares? If it's very low float and it hits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, that tells me it's squeezing up right now. It is moving fast. I'm going to pull that up on my chart. I'm going to look at it. Is it
What is
coming into
going on?
resistance on the
People are
daily chart?
assholes.
If it is, I'm going to be cautious. If it's not, then I'm looking to take an
What
entry
is going
and
on with people?
jump in. And those are the ones that in 20
Fuck these
seconds can
guys. I
pop
don't
up
want to
20,
deal with
30
them.
cents and then come right back down. So you got to, get your hands on those hotkeys. The three hotkeys I think you want to use. Shift 1 to get in. That may be 1,000 shares. For me, it's 3,000. Maybe it's 100. Doesn't matter.
Toxic.
Shift Z to sell the full position at the bid, just to bail out, lock up the profit, or Shift X to sell half the position at the bid. I talked with a lot of you guys, the mentors yesterday, about using those three hotkeys just to keep it simple. Yes, selling on the ask will certainly get you better fill. I always try to sell on the ask, but as a beginner trader, especially in the sim, hit the bid, lock up the profit, and if you're making money doing that, then you'll only make more money when you do start selling on the ask. So it gives you a little bit of a cushion. So about 2 minutes to the bell, pre-trading routine. Did you eat well? I hope you all ate well because we had some great breakfast next door. Did you sleep well? Hopefully you did. My bed was pretty comfortable. You have a couple stocks on watch that you like.
Welcome, guys. We're
Today,
about to be going. We got
I don't have
2 minutes till
super,
the bell
super
here.
crazy about.
Um,
The biggest gapper.
yeah, we got some gappers we're
I'm
gonna
not
go with.
interested in. The second biggest gapper is going to be crowded by the time the bell rings. So, I don't have anything I'm really, really crazy about, but I kind of have my eye on ADIL. HX, did anyone take a look at that chart? John, did you look at that one? HX, I see it below ADIL.
Getting some
It's up 10%.
serious hate.
Maybe one to peek at, but no news.
My watch
So the news
list.
is what's really going to help, especially in this market. Not that we're going to totally analyze the news, but just to know that there is a catalyst.
TLRY,
So I want you
SSC,
guys to take a breath. Feel
SLCA,
the ground beneath your feet. Take that moment.
LPI,
Bell's about to ring. We want to
CAPR,
be
and
focused. We want to be
ADIL.
good traders.
Those
If you see something
are
that looks great, it's okay not to trade. This can be an
what I'm going to be
opportunity
trading
where we
today.
exercise discipline. If we do see
And we're
something
going to go
good, I'm going to jump on it,
to
try
my
to make a
screen.
little bit of money,
All right, so this is our trading
see what
screen
we can
here.
do.
These are
All
our
right,
main stocks
so
we're
I'm going
watching.
to switch up the screen share so you guys in here see my
I should put
my other layout.
this right here.
All right, so 30
Oh,
seconds to the
please.
bell, ADIL,
Spot.
1,800 shares of volume, so I'm just going to leave that one there for now. All right. Those of you guys on YouTube, stay tuned. Later today, we'll do some live streams, and check out Facebook and our Instagram channels.
All right, and we are live on the bell here. So let us get going with that. is everything today? It's 1%. All right. You can hear audio from another guy. There shouldn't be any other guys in the background. Um, Let us look here. You said RE ticker symbol. Yeah, I'm gonna be giving analysis by trade. Sorry. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I was just taking care of some administrative emails real quick. But now we're just checking it out. If you guys see any sick gappers, call them out in the chat, and we'll look at them here. So SSC falling right away. Let's see, what's it look like on the 140? Let's go one chart. SSC. So we're a little bit oversold. We can expect SSC probably to go up today. Let's see here on the 180 day. SSC is um, just coming back, so it is on a downward trend right now. No crazy gappers overnight. If anything, I'd expect it to fill the gap and come back to this price point right here. So that's my prediction for SSC. We'll see how that runs out. XL. I don't like this chart. It's horizontal, but we'll look at the 1 day. Yeah, and it's got a 5 cent, or what is that? I'm just not a fan of its movement. Yeah, I have no interest in XL. Um, keeping looking. We are going to see. Let's look at TRY. Made some money in this stock last couple of days. Oh, if it hits, I could possibly go long for a high day here if it brings it down just a little bit lower to the VWAP. Get it right around 100. Probably 1035 would be pretty sick as an entry. Um, I'm skeptical getting into it up here because if we look at it the last couple of days, sorry about that, the last couple of days, it TRY just moves, man, right off the gate. It just gets up and keeps going and keeps going and keeps going and just makes new high days. So it's just like this weed stock does not stop. Um, I expect it just to keep going up. I don't even know why, because CGC, which is another weed stock, it just look at that higher highs. That means TRY is about to go up. Yep, TRY boosts up. That means Cron's up. Yeah, man, they're all connected. Oh, look at this. Wheat stocks are just killing it, man. I might actually hop in on Cron on this pullback. I'm gonna keep watching CG. I'm gonna get my order ready with Cron on TEFS. I think I want about 600 shares. I think 600 times what's it at? Let's say 12. Yeah, so 600 shares would be a sick entry point. So we're gonna do market, and we're gonna go short on that. And now we're just gonna wait for CGC to pull back. And when we see a big pullback on CGC, that's when we're gonna slam in on Cron. Oh, that's weird. Why is that there? Okay. Now I'm gonna check chat real quick. All right, guys. If you have any questions about what I'm trading or what I'm looking at, please engage in the chat, guys. It'd be awesome. What up, Jaden? How's it going, man? Welcome to the chat. Glad to see you're here. You're in on ERF. Chris Eats, Kimchi. What's up, man? T Golder, how you doing today? And Jaden. All right, so we're still looking for a strong pullback on CGC, and if we can see that, we're gonna short Cron. Um, Probably so Cron gapped. Let's see, gapped up. It opened, so it finished the day here. So it gapped down, which is actually kind of like I expected almost to fill this gap before we really see a crackdown. Look at that candle. That's a market mover right there, trying to blow, trying to get everyone with the risk reward out. They shoot the price down together, these huge shares, and then they pull it right back up. And anyone that had like a stop out, maybe at like 1080, 1085, would just get completely burned by that. All right, so we're really liking Cron. When it hits this RSI of 70, is where I'm gonna look for it to take one more big jump, and then we're gonna go short 600 shares on Cron. I'm gonna hop over to one of my chats I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm just not seeing anything I like a ton right now. We're gonna check SSC out. Yeah, Cron's gotta get over the RSI of 70 before I'm really interested. And then even then I'm gonna be watching CGC um to see how it wants to react. So we're gonna switch back to our four charts. We're gonna get Cron here and CGC here, as these are both interesting. So that red line, this is gonna be the high a day. We'll make it yellow. That was yesterday's closing price. The high of the day is 215, and this is on Cron. TORY is making, oh my goodness, TORY might actually be the move right here. I'm going to switch to the one. RSI is not quite there on TORY yet. If we can see RSI get over 70, that's when we're really interested. It is hitting this upper VWAP, which is cool. I do expect it to pull all the way back to the middle VWAP. How many shares? I think we'd want like 50 shares of TORY. And again, we'd go short on it. We just need it to overextend a little more. Gurn gonna go red. Let's check out Gurn. Yeah, so TORY is looking really nice for a short here. Making new highs, just new highs after new highs, constantly making new highs. All right, so right when I'm gonna wait for one more real good jump, and then I'm gonna slam down on a short order on TORY here. It'll be our first position of the day. So I'm watching that level 2. You can see that on the TEFS thing. You can kind of see how the price is moving. We're at 89 right now. We're kind of heading down. I'm still waiting for that one. I know TOR is good to slam up one or two more times. So I'm waiting for just that shoot up. Yep, here we go. One more big candle. New candle's coming right now. It's going to shoot up again. Then we're going to get out and we're going to short right on this new candle. Oh, I might have been one candle late, but we'll see here. So if you guys are where are you guys trading from this morning? I'm lucky enough to be on Eastern time zone, so it's 9:44 here. Yep. So this is what I thought. Oh come on! I don't think it's gonna slam down on this 1 minute marker. I think we're gonna be good. I think it's gonna come pretty close to breaking even. Oh, look at that! I knew it'd go green one more time. Again, we're just waiting for the kind of just waiting for that big break above the RSI indicator of 70. That's our market mover. Look, still putting new highs out. I need one more. I'm waiting for. Look at this bull flag. This is actually a good entry if you're going long. Right down here for one more scalp. I don't think this is going to break it down. I think it's going to shoot up one more time. I think this is just a flag. And if I can get that one more big break, it's a solid like 2% right there we can get in on. We're going to go 60 shares. Again, we just have that order sitting. We're not going to put a limit out. I want to have complete control of this trade. I'm going to just be monitoring it. Man, I might have missed my shot though. That might have been the high right there at 107. But I'm still going to hold out for like 108. If I can see this shoot, I would expect it to go up 108, almost 109. And then we're going to slam in 60 shares. Excuse me. All right, so here's that move we were waiting for. Again, we want to see it break the high of the day. It looks like it is coming in with some resistance right around this 750 marker, just before 750. It's so tiny. Yeah, right at 107.50. Oh, there it is, new high of the day. And we're gonna wait for one more. It's gonna jump up past 8. If it breaks 8, it's gonna shoot. You have my word. If it breaks 8 right here, it's gonna. Let's look at the time in sales. Um, you can see it is. It's struggling at 95. It's about to shoot down. Yep, there's the down marker. Um, hanging right at 95. If we can break the. Oh, we're in the wrong stock, aren't we? No, we're not. There we go. All right, so we're just looking at the time in sales here. It looks like it cannot break that. Oh, it did break $8. I missed it. It was quick. That's probably where I wanted to short, or maybe the next. I think the next green candle after it breaks, I'm gonna go short. 60 shares. We're in the right stock. Okay, here we go. And then we're gonna look for an exit somewhere around the VWAP here, maybe even just under the VWAP. This is a new candle. We do want to see it come back up to here. A new candle will hit a high of the day again. Because we haven't seen a short squeeze yet. We haven't seen where the short buyers no longer want to hold their position and they sell off. And that tends to create a parabolic function, which looks like, I don't think I can draw it. No, I don't think I can. Oh well, it's not a big deal. All right, we're getting some action here. We still got good volume. So we're just waiting, being patient, letting it do it. I mean, we know that this is a pretty solid move. This is a 1% move right here. So you could just wait, take 1%, wait, take 1%. But I'm actually going to hold out for more of like this 3-4% move from high day to the VWAP. Yeah, Meister, you got it right. Parabolic function is just kind of like it grows exponentially. And again, that's caused by something called a short squeeze. So yeah, we're just sitting here. We're ready to lock in about $7,000 for our starting position. Probably going to add 3,000 to it around the EMA marker, which is that blue line you see. But we're not going to get in until we see just that breakout, because it's too consistent right here holding. If it falls, it'll drop all the way, but it's not safe because it could shoot up still because it's consolidating right here. It's kind of becoming horizontal, which means it's really due for a up or down. And this stock has just been crazy. Look at this. Look at this. Like, maybe it's a pump and dump. Maybe I'm about to get my ass whooped, but This stock was $20. What's the day of the month? This is 12th. The 12th of last month. This stock was at $23. It's grown 500% in a month. That's that's a red flag. Meister, feel free to ask any questions. I can explain. So there's that crackdown that I was worried about. Like I said, if it broke this kind of horizontal trend, it was just going to crack right down. So sadly, I wasn't able to find my entry point there. I think it's going to keep going down. I think it's going to break the VWAP. Uh, yeah, a month ago. I actually tend to day trade more than swing trade. Um, I don't really like holding positions overnight. So yeah, we wanted an entry probably right around 108.50. We didn't get it, so we're gonna go back just to looking at all four charts. We will keep TORY up here. And we'll get these looking pretty. SSC. So one of my favorite setups is called the VWAP fade. Let's see if we can't find one. All right, so this is the VWAP fade right here. You see it bounce up. It's bearish trend, which means it's going down. It bounces up to the VWAP, which is the middle VWAP, which is this purple line. It's kind of like the average price of the stock per the volume. And right after it gets it, it just plummets. So what we're going to look for is we're going to look for this stock to bounce to the VWAP again. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create an alert at or above, we're going to say 2050. So now, actually 2050 was a little bit low. Yeah, we just marked it. So we want to create our alert at like 2095. And now we'll know when it comes up to the VWAP, we can look to enter. Actually, I want to come down a little bit lower. I want to come down to like this right here. So now we can start looking for an entry. So we have that alert. So if it pulls back, we're going to look to get in and have it jump down again. TORY, this is what we were looking at earlier. It did break below the EMA, so I do expect it maybe to trend down to the VWAP. It's just a stock that it's just kind of strange, really. It doesn't have a consistent um, pattern. It's just kind of like straight growth for the last 3 months. And then if we look at it like past that, it was kind of like nothing. So this is definitely a pump and dump setup, but with the amount of news coverage weed has been getting, especially in Canada, um, I think and even the U.S. it's getting legalized everywhere. I think stocks are going to be these are going to be credible companies. All right, so here we go with SLCI. We're starting to see it start to pull back. So we are looking for that entry somewhere around the 20.9 mark. Again, entry here, and we expect it to just plummet down again. It's going to make new lows of the days. Um, so swing trading has more to do with the overall trend of the stock. You don't want to swing trade something that's like volatile where it just goes up and down, up and down. You want to wait to swing trade until it's on like a consistent, on like over a month or 2 month, it's a consistent growth pattern. And what's even better is if you can recognize by like looking at the chart, if you can be like, all right, it goes up to this point, it kind of slows down, it comes down, it makes a low. Then it goes up, makes a higher high than before, and then it goes back down and makes a lower low or a higher low. So kind of its highs are higher, its lows are higher. So it's just going to keep going up. So those are safe swing trades. I personally don't swing trade because I like the security of a day trade, and I like to have all my money available for me. When you have a swing trade, you lock up some of your assets. So we saw TRY plummet. That's kind of what I expected. Um, it might hold on this VWAP, in which case it could be a solid. It really depends. It could either reject here or it could bounce. It could work as a support, which it looks like it might. So this honestly could be a solid. If you're a long trader, you can go long on TORY right now and be pretty well off as long as it holds. We'll wait for the next minute candle and see what it does. So it looks like it cracked down, and that's going to be a VWAP projection. So we can see we might see it go all the way down to low of the day. Because I don't think it's going to bounce from this. I really, yeah, I think TORY is about to crash, and then recover some here. If we look at it for its gap, it gapped up today, which means it's just been gapping up every day. It closed yesterday right here. Yeah, I think it's going to reject. LPI, I don't know if I like all the volume. The volume's a little bit low, I think, on this. And then SSC. I really don't recognize what I wouldn't be able to predict what this is doing, so I wouldn't feel comfortable getting in. Check out some other wheat stocks. Cron tanked with TORY. CGC also under VWAP right now. And it does look like it's really trying to hold that VWAP. So that makes me think TORY might recover. But I just don't think it will. I think it's going to keep dropping here. Yeah, Gold Digger. Or T Golder, my apologies. You can get Thinkorswim, which is this charting platform, completely for free. You can get live quotes, real time data for free. Um, I just choose to use a different brokerage here because um, I like the ability to short, which is essentially to predict a stock going to fail. Uh, and not that many brokerages offer shorts as readily as TEFS does. So right now we are just kind of um, waiting for a play here. I think I'm going to listen in on some other live chat rooms and see what they're talking about. So Gurn, maybe something we want to look at. I wasn't really liking SSC, so I'm going to switch to Gurn. This is another VWAP fade setup. We're going to wait for it to get to the VWAP. 602. We're seeing a possible 3% here, which is awesome. So we're going to look to enter around 60. We're going to set an alarm for 601. And then we'll get an alert for it. We'll come over and check it out. Oops. Oh, there we go. I'm listening right now to another guy I like to listen to. That's why I'm not talking a bunch. Gurn's looking good for the setup. TRY did recover. It's just such a beast stock. So it did end up bouncing here. I don't really like LPI either. Oh, SSC? What the fuck's going on with SSC right now? I've never. I don't even know what this means. I think. What is that? I almost want to just get short like a little bit and just see what happens. So SSC, we're gonna go short 250 shares. Short. All right, so we're 250 shares short on SSC. Um, our average price here is going to be 502. So we're going to mark that with this. Well, actually, that's the price marker from the close of yesterday. Our average price, yeah, 502. We're going to turn this to white to show that's our entry. That's our entry line right there. Look at that. We're in the green, guys. We're 20 bucks in the green. We're going to let this run all the way. We're going to let it keep running. And I just took a small position here. 91. So I'm short. So I sell to the ask. So I sell at 96. So I want to see this number on the ask go down. And that's when I see my profit go up. It does look like it's recovering on the VWAP. I would like to see it just wash back to where it was though. I don't yeah, I think it's gonna kind of come back. So that's insane. This kind of move. That's absurd. Oh no. All right, so we're gonna look back. We're gonna so again, this is our profit. 5 right now is the holding point. So we're gonna wait. We do want to wait on SSC. Oh, thank you for the that's awesome, guys. I appreciate the follow. T Gold, you're awesome, dude. I appreciate it, man. Welcome to the team. Oh, so I'm gonna send here's his YouTube link. He live streams on YouTube. And I'm not gonna lie, this guy that I'm about to link in chat, he's a little more fun to watch. He's just better at it. He's been doing it longer. But go check out his YouTube. His name's Beginner Trade. Um, if you want, you can let him know I sent you guys. But yeah, he's really cool. He just took a big loss on the SSC, so I think he might be done for the day. SSC's finally really making me some money here. I want to see it reject at the VWAP here. And if I can get a rejection, honestly I might even add to my position a little bit. I took a pretty small position. Good looks, man. I appreciate the follows, guys. I really appreciate the support. Jaden, dude, you rock, man. Thank you. All right. So we're looking at SSC here. We just got the rejection. I am going to add a little bit to my position. I'm going to take another 200 short here. So now we're in 500. Our average price is 9 point or 4.94. So that's our new point of profit right here. Look at that crackdown. That cracked down to 87s. I'm going to want to see this come down to like the 89s, 88s, 91s. I need it to go down a little bit lower, and then I'm going to cover my position. I'm used to being up a couple $100 by this time of the day. So I need to make a couple more good trades in the next hour. Again, we're looking for this to crack down just a little bit lower. We'd like to see it maybe around like 80, 80, 90, 89. Let's see what happens here. Ask really hasn't changed. Ask at 92 now. Right up here. 88 is still a hold. You can see by the size here. Again, we're waiting for this. I think I'm just going to take $20 when I see this go down to 4 point. Or we can wait. I might actually wait for it to go low a days here. 0.9. Now if I want, I can get out now for that 22 I was talking about. I'm going to give it a little bit more time. I see it keep going down. Position, I'm going to get ready to close my position out here. I'm just going to flatten it completely. Let's see what this 89 still. We're at 89s. 5-cent spread. Still on that 5-cent spread. We're right in the middle, 2 cents. 87. 88. We're 89 still. Oh man, it just jumped back up. We're gonna 85 would be an awesome exit point. So again, we've only made $30 today if we close this trade out, which I'm not ready to do just yet, though it is looking like it's gonna come up for a second. I expect it to bounce up a little and then hopefully crack down again. I wouldn't mind adding maybe 250 more shares if I can see this bid hop up pretty high. Or I'm just waiting for this ask to get a little lower. Now this stock has already made like some crazy move, so I don't trust it entirely. I do just want to see a crackdown, maybe like 4 more cents here on the ask. Get it down to like, I need a crackdown down to about here, and then I'm out. I mean, if I don't make a bunch today, it's not a huge deal. My account's up almost $600 in 3 days. We're at 93 on the ask. Wait, wow, they're asking way up here. We could see the price jump here. It could jump up. You see this? This is 28,000 shares at 95. So I don't expect it to crack 95. There's just too much right now. I don't want to add to my position because I'd added 88, and 88's all the way down here. Yeah, Golder, dude, I'm gonna be on here every day, and when you do finally make that $300 and want to join Ricky's course, go for it, man. I'll always be here. I'll always be free, right on Twitch. I do regret kind of posting that I was in the Discord that I was going live. I think I got in trouble for it, so I feel really bad about that. I'm gonna have to talk with one of the administrators and hope I can get that resolved. But I do appreciate the business guys. Yeah, we're just kicking it. We're just waiting for the right moves here. I know it can just like snap down here. SSC, there's another crack down there. Let's see what TEFS is saying. 87. I'm gonna go ahead and buy there. Oops, position. SSC position. Oh, cool. I flat. All right. So $30 right there. What's that? $1,000. So $6 in commission. So that's $23 on the day. And oh, look at that, and it bounced right back up after that. So kind of a small trade. SCOA, I was waiting for that VWAP fade, and it just didn't get close enough. And my alert's way off now. My alert's so far away from the VWAP. I would want my alert to be like. Honestly, I'd like to see get to like. TRY long is probably good right here. It's got good volume on the downs, good volume on the ups. It's above the EMA, and I'm gonna actually take a really small position on TORY here. I think I'm gonna take 25 shares, and I'm gonna go long. All right. Oh no. So immediate crackdown, but I think we're gonna trend on this view out for a minute, and I think we're gonna come up. So we're gonna look at our average cost here is 105.14, 105.17. So we're gonna create edit, turn it white, so we know it's our properties, and 105.17. So now we can visualize where our break-even point is. We can easily see it coming up here. We're still negative. This is $10. That alone was like $10 right there. Um, I might add, I don't know, 25 shares here if it cracks down a little bit lower. If I can see it down at like right down in there, 104.7. I can get in a little bit more here. I think I'm going to. I just bought an extra 50 shares. So now my position is, I got 5 grand in this position now. I'm okay with that. We're gonna let it work. So we are going long. So this time we want the stock to go up. This white line is where we break even. So we need to see this get green, come up in here. We'll switch over to 2 charts, keep it a little bit easier to watch. TRY is our active position here. And then down here, we'll keep an eye on, how's LPI? SSC maybe, because we were just in it. We'll see how it keeps trending. So we're waiting for a crack up. If we see TRY crack down, I'm actually gonna throw a sell order in probably. I'm gonna get my position just ready on a market order to get rid of it. I sell on the ask, so 104.68 is where I'd be selling. I'm down 50. You can't really think about what you're down. You do gotta let your trade work for you. I am willing to take a loss if I have to. You can't be scared of losing, or you'll never get winners. So it is trending now. I'm kind of worried because the EMA is down. The middle VWAP is we're under the VWAP. So this is actually like I'd consider this a bad trade that I'm in. I probably should get out, but I'm not following my rules. I also have a little bit of faith, and I'm willing to lose a little bit more money. So I'm gonna risk up to like 60, 70 bucks, even going red on the day, for a chance for this to also go positive. All right, Meister, man. I'll catch you later, dude. Have a good day at work. There's 70. That's probably where I should be getting out. Coming back. 103.8. The ask. And he's about to crack down through it. 104. Oh, here we go. We're looking up. I just need to see it. I don't know what. Oh, welcome back. We're in a losing trade right now on TLRY. Um, so we're just working on managing that right now. Again, I've got quite a bit of profits these last 3 days, so I'm willing to take a red day today, just in case. Yeah, man, I'm this trade's looking pretty sour for me, though I have seen it recover um, from as low as like basically 103. This is not looking. This is looking like a bad trade for me. I probably should leave it. The only solid consolidation I have is these candle wicks have been coming all the way back up to this EMA. So it's really just being rejected by the EMA. Um, Man, TR kicks my ass some days. 30 more seconds on this candle. Yeah, Jaden, I would. I kind of put my mental stop at like 70 bucks, but I think I'm gonna bump it up to like 100, which would be like a loss of like. Oh, there it is. I need to get out right now. Position 102. Yeah, I gotta get out of this. Um, I need to sell, right? No, I'm long. Yeah, I need to sell. Man, I did not. I kind of did expect it. I really should get out of this position like right now. Okay, crack up. 102.5. 102. It's holding 102.5. Back to 102.5. So this is I'm trading bad. Do not do what I'm doing right now. I'm holding and I'm hoping um, that it recovers some here, and it won't. It's not gonna. I need to get out of this. 120, 107, 102.28. That's so bad. 541. I need to be out of this at like 03. I'm misplaying this trade. Yep. All right. So I should have got out when I had the chance. I'm gonna get 45, and I'm going to buy. So our new price is 101.55. Oh my goodness. So what we did is we got out of our position and we immediately turned around and went long on it. Um, so we're not going to make much of our money back, but um, I'm not really expecting to get green on the day anymore. At this point, I'm kind of just trying to like position. So I'm just going to take small winners. I got about 30, 40 minutes left to trade today. Yeah, so it definitely just got burnt there. That's awesome, Jaden, dude. I'm super glad that that's working out for you, man. Um, yeah, man, I just got burnt pretty bad on that. Uh, TORY, but it's expectable. Oh, look, and it did just bounce back. So I'd be interested in TORY long again if it can get above the EMA, but not until then. It's the same stock. LPI. Yeah, dude, I feel bad, but this will be my first red day. Cron at a very low low. Another weed stock. It follows TORY, so it makes sense that it's doing so bad. Again, I have no interest in this until it can break the EMA. It's a C coming up now. Oh, that's TORY. Now TORY wants to break the EMA. All right, so looking at 60 more shares on TORY. We would buy at 103, which isn't a bad buy price. We're just gonna wait. See if the EMA rejects or if the EMA supports it. Holds at 3. Is about to break. I feel like it's gonna break 3 here. I want it to at least have a minute. All right, we're in. 103.33. So that's our break even, and we're already losing money again. I need to get out of this. I just need to stop trading today. I'm only doing worse and worse. We're just gonna take the negative 200, and we're gonna call it a day. I think here. What long? Another 60. Fuck me, man. I can't get over the CMA. It's a new candle right here. Dude, yeah, I'm worried. I'm just not trading very well today, but it's okay. I should have gotten out right when it broke 103. That should have been like right here instead of waiting for it to get down there. That was just bad trading. That's okay. We'll be back tomorrow. Um, I'm gonna exit this trade pretty soon. I think. I don't really want to hang onto it too long, especially because it's losing. And I think, yeah, we're probably gonna call it a day here. We'll take some losses on the day. That's all right though. Can't be perfect every day. Can you just break this? If you can break the EMA, this stock can go long here. Turning on that EMA still. I need a candle to close above it. That's really what I'm waiting for. For my first day streaming, I wish I could have, showcased some green for you guys, but you can't win everyone. Um, so yeah, 200, basically my daily stop loss. I'm right at that now. Yeah, dude, this stock hates me today. Hey, it's our trade, boys. I haven't gotten the entries I wanted to get today. I probably should have used market orders. Or I shouldn't have used market orders. I've gotten all my entries. Like this entry was supposed to be down here. There we go. And we're out. And then if we can get over this VWAP here, we're going to. So that helps a little. Minimizes losses a little bit. We only took $70 loss today. What I'm going to wait is for a pullback to the VWAP. I'm going to wait for a pullback to the VWAP here, and then I'm going to go long again. I took out because the VWAP can be a huge, huge resistance here. And I didn't want to risk the VWAP rejecting and losing all my profits. So I took out, and I'm willing to re-enter. So let's watch. See how that VWAP's acting as a resistance? So we're waiting, see if it can hold on the VWAP. It's looking like it is holding pretty well. But we're not gonna lock in just yet. So it is cool to get down to only a little bit of loss. Is my mic better? Let's see. Yeah, okay, cool. Look at that crackdown. The EMA. I'm gonna wait for the next minute and see if it can hold on the EMA. That could be another little scalp right there, another percent. If you guys see any cool tickers you see, guys, call it out. I'm looking. So that's Jaden. That's the upper and lower VWAP. It just the all three of these, this purple line, the pink, and the yellow, are all interconnected. I could get rid of the lower and the upper lines. All right, so let's see if this can break the VWAP and hold, and if it can break and hold,